Ow, ow, ow. Good thing I can hover.
Okay, so yeah, you get back to Palmer's place, you go to bed, and when you wake up, it's well,
We don't.
in the sometime through the night there is oh no. You wouldn't hear
How
it.
big a bomb did you make, Nico?
Yeah.
A third of town is missing, Nico.
Nico, you have destroyed the tram network. We needed that.
Oh, how we should have put that into the specification.
I feel like we've earned rep with Bright. Like, Bright's like, damn, wasn't familiar with your game. If this went off well.
Can we have your help with Regent Springs? We'll cut you in.
I don't know, maybe this is a little too similar to Ariana's gang warfare strategies. Maybe he'll get suspicious.
Okay, so wake up the next day. You're all a good night's rest heals all wounds, thankfully.
Perfect. I will say that Lydian turns up to the breakfast table dressed like this guy.
Nice. Oh yeah.
He's ready for the meeting.
Wonderful.
His mutton chops, or his mustache and sideburns, have been slowly growing into full-on mutton chops, like hip connected.
I've got the stovepipe hat. I'm ready to fucking sell this tram network. Being a tram baron is a lot more lame than being a rail baron, but we'll take it. We'll take what we can get. Because the fucking trains don't exist. Hey, Nico, I've got an idea for an invention.
Oh, again?
So, some kind of steam-powered locomotive that runs along rails.
Hmm.
It'll never work.
It will never take off.
Steam seems so quaint, though.
Yeah, it does
Going to turn into fucking Chester A. Arthur. There are no photos of Chester A. Arthur wearing an opera hat, even though I know for a fact he did wear one.
Is it bad to only know about Chester A. Arthur via The Simpsons?
No, I don't think a lot of Americans would know who that is. He was not a famous president. Wasn't a bad one. He was an interesting guy. He largely used the tools of, like, you know, the political machines with corruption and everything to ascend through politics and get into power. But then when he became president after Garfield was shot and then killed by his doctors, then after using those tools to, like, rise to power, he then dismantled all of them. He, like, ladder pulled, but, like, for corruption, which, you know, interesting.
Yeah,
interesting
that's a
guy.
strat.
He wound up being, he was not well respected or liked before becoming president, but he really, like, kicked up his approval while in office.
Yeah.
Like, he was remembered fondly when he was remembered, but now he's not remembered at all, so.
Okay, so you have your breakfast.
Yep.
And anything you're gonna do before the meeting?
I'm gonna check the newspaper in case things went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a explosion reported in the middle of the night in an office building.
Oh my.
Any fatalities?
There.
I'll say when Cherry's asked, like, you know, assuming Lydian reads it out, Cherry's, you know, doing the, like, I assume Lydian is as well, but feigning, like, oh my, that's awful. I hope there weren't any casualties.
Yeah, yeah, of course. He's feigning innocence. He's like, oh my, that's tragic. What happened here?
3 dead, including the head of a tram company.
Nice.
Several others missing.
Did the rat die?
Well, I hope it's no one we were working with.
Several other bodies. They're still counting bodies.
If this is how O'Malley fucking dies.
You know, I'm
There
gonna
is
say,
no
like,
chance that O'Malley is dead. He's too little to have been caught in the explosion.
like I'm not counting this as a kill for Cherry. I think it's fair to call a kill for or kills for both Lydian and Nico though.
Oh, and O'Malley, yeah.
That's awful. Did that rat get caught in it? It doesn't say, obviously, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't say.
All right, Tram Network. So
They're still retrieving.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're still counting the injured and the dead.
So someone from the Tram Network, that could be Stoke, Leicester, or Preston, couldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No, Lester was wait 1 second, I have this written down. Lester was Larson's right-hand man. Larson was taxi company.
I'll say it was Stoke who died.
Well, that's damn, what a shame. This is terrifying.
If anyone's in the hospital, we're gonna have to go, fluff their pillows.
Cherry just says that while we're feigning innocence, just like, wait, did I say
No,
that
okay, no, I would say Cherry's actual dialogue. Well, if any of them are injured or survived, we should probably go visit the hospital, Make sure there's, I mean, even if they're rivals in business, show of goodwill, Make sure they're comfortable, recovering well.
That makes sense. That makes sense. There's business and there's personal, and this, yeah, our problem's a business.
How have we become more gangsters than the actual gangster crime party?
It's because businessmen are the real criminals.
So true. So true. The mayor of Terrebonne might be corrupt, but she's corrupt in a good and fun way.
Okay. So, are y'all gonna make your way to the meeting then?
Yeah, of course. We can't let a little light bloodshed get in the way of what we're all here for.
On the walk there, Sherry is going to, whisper in Lydian's ear, of course. Now, it may be best for appearance's sake not to act, concerned and outraged. What if someone comes after you?
What are you saying?
Well, to avoid suspicion, if you're acting too pleased with this, it's better to play the card of, hey, people are getting blown up. I don't want to get blown up. Something needs to be done about this.
That makes sense, but they're probably going to come into this thinking that we're going not to be pleased, of course, but if they're attacking them, they're probably going to be wondering why we weren't attacked in turn.
Maybe that could happen tonight.
That's a point. But for now, we're going to depend on the facts. We're going to depend on the business. And if they ask us how we feel about that explosion, that's where we'll go with candor. That's where we'll go with, well, I feel mighty endangered as well.
Exactly.
So, on your way there, you're cut off by a taxi.
This is why we need
trams in front of you.
Damn. This is why we're trying to fix this public infrastructure.
A few more of those course of the cars kind of box you in.
Lydian, I think this is the time to use my paramedic.
And that's when a crossbow bolt lands right in front of you.
Ooh.
Hey, when you said that rest heals all wounds, do I actually get that health back?
Yes.
Okay, because I still had it on 11.
My luck.
Yeah.
Good.
I'll move it back to 16. I don't know where I lost a hit point from, but I'm going to presume I lost.
Oh, it heals half your max.
Okay.
Yeah.
resting.
All right.
So yeah.
All right, I'm back up to 17 then.
All right.
And
So.
up to 4 luck.
Oh my god, a crossbow bolt. I know who uses
a
a
crossbow bolt, and you hear a familiar voice going, "One step further." And you look over to see O'Malley, burns covering his face. Seemingly even more of his tail is missing. And he's got 2 crossbows loaded up.
The burns are on exactly 1/2 of his face and body, and one crossbow is all banged up and gnarly, and the other is pristine.
As a bunch of people start to exit out the doors of the cars, the taxis, with like fucking with weapons.
You thought you could blow me up?
What's O'Malley? That's your name.
What's going on? O'Malley. What's
No
evil?
more games, just death.
Now, hang on. This is a lot. This is a lot of public vehicles used for a situation which I don't really understand. What's going on here?
You tried to blow me up!
Wait, pause.
What?
Wait, I forget. With the people robbing us, did they let slip where they were going? Didn't they say the rat or something like that?
No, they just said
Did they?
cover.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know, actually.
Okay.
Did they mention, like, oh, we're taking it to the rat or whatever?
Or quick, get this. I thought one of them said, like, get this back to the rat or something like
basically.
that.
I mean, even if, like, they don't know that was said to us, that we know anything. Or O'Malley might not.
Oh, yes.
But
Fair
O'Malley has put 2 and 2 together, I'm saying.
He doesn't, hey, that doesn't mean I can't confuse him, muddy the issue. Now, hang on, what in Sam hell are you talking about?
You tried to blow me up.
What on
now,
earth
hang
is
on.
he talking about?
Issue number 1. It looks like I succeeded in blowing you up. But issue number 2, much more important, I didn't try nothing. Last night we were robbed, and clearly you didn't understand what you was messing with.
Exactly. I robbed that thing from you, and it blew up in my face.
It doesn't do explosions, yells O'Malley. It does light energy things.
Well, I would say an explosion is some kind of light energy thing. You blew up my property.
This is the thing you saw vaporize a man in front of you, is it not?
It didn't blow up.
I'd be glad you're not vaporized right now. Well, actually, I know you're not vaporized. How bad is it?
It's pretty bad.
You scarred me. You got rid of most of my tail.
I didn't do nothing. That's all I'm just saying. You gotta calm down. You're jumping to conclusions.
I'll jump down your throat. Get him! And he
this wouldn't be the first time part of him has gone down one of my characters' throats.
Oh my god. And so the people start advancing with their weapons, and that's when a blast of energy hits them. As over the cars climbs a bunch of bright disciples.
All right.
Crap.
All right, Nico, Cherry, time to run.
I'm just like, what the Bright Boys? What are Bright Boys doing here?
I love Bright Boys.
Do any of these trams go to where the meeting is that they've used to blockade us?
Well, they're all free-form horseless carriages, so they can just go wherever.
Oh, if any of them are unmanned, I'm gonna like grab Cherry and like pull, and yeah, we're running to that one.
Yeah.
Cherry's like, wait, I actually did want to have a conversation with O'Malley.
Now.
The time for talking has passed.
She's like leaning out the side of the window and is like, by the way, I know this isn't the best time, but I heard you came to town with an unimaginable amount of money. I'm curious how you acquired that. Would you have time to sit down and, talk over drinks sometime.
Be gone.
Yeah, I run to one of the horseless carriages, like clamber onto it, and I'm gonna fucking take off. We're going.
All right, cool. Roll Dex.
Yep, my greatest stat, Dex. No.
Okay. O'Malley personally pounces you.
No,
You
Before you can get there.
You fat, disgusting knife ear.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Fucking alright.
So were you always racist, or is that something that came with the money? Did you grow up wealthy, actually? Like Cherry hanging off his shoulder while O'Malley's clinging to his back, and she's just like, you know, sort of leaning in, like interviewing him at the time.
Get him off of me!
You burned my beautiful face.
Okay, you know what? Okay, you know, he says get him off of me. I'm going to spend a luck here. So Cherry, like, swivels to, like, turn back to Lydian and is like, hey, I am trying to have a conversation here. I haven't gotten a good story in a while. And then swivel back to him. She has her shamisen on her back, so I'm going to say that just whacks O'Malley in the face hard as she, like, turns around on his shoulder, which is 1d10.
That is a very heavy shamisen. Bam!
O'Malley takes 7 damage and falls off of Lydian, clutching his face.
Fuck. My face.
Lydian is gonna try and, like, get this thing moving again.
You just fall backwards again.
Roll int.
Yeah, like, he's trying to work this thing out now he's got a moment. Yeah, 9. Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, alright, yeah, you start to drive off. But it's a bit of a bumpy ride, but the Bright Gang is keeping everyone off of you.
Even O'Malley doesn't get on the vehicle as we're...
You don't see O'Malley.
Oh, perfect. Cool.
When you look back.
That's great. Yep, perfect. That's what I want. Alright, great.
Well,
We've made it. We've escaped
I know there's an interesting tale there. Tail.
Well, most of his interest in tail has been burnt off by me.
My word. That explosion did it a lot, but I wonder how he survived.
I do wonder too. It seems like that rat fuck should have died.
He can't. Meanwhile, in Terrebonne, you suddenly see Vigor and Ariana hitting the ground, just screaming, he can't keep getting away.
Carrie does just sort of wistfully sigh, you know, leaning back. He sure seems to be a survivor. Wonder what else he's survived.
I can't think of any racial slurs for rat people beyond rat fuck, so we're kind of stuck here.
Nico is going, excuse me, Sherry. I don't want to be implying things, but the tone of your voice would imply something.
I'm just, you know, interesting person.
There is nothing interesting about that sewer rodent.
See, that's a problem with rat. You know, you can't come up with an insulting name for a rat, because rat is already the insulting name used on other people.
That's a point.
It's an insult in itself.
Well, he's sure keeping the reason it's an insult alive.
Jeez.
Well, we have to think now. We have a crazed rat person after us.
Oh, don't worry.
What are we gonna do?
Brad's people are going to keep him busy. We get to the town meeting. We have the meeting. We get the contracts. And after that, it doesn't matter what he does. We've won.
Where's Eric Adams when you need him? Then again, it seems like the rats are winning that particular war, so...
Yeah.
I'm going to actually install him in my cabinet.
Well, he would be a good fit. Truly, Custer, or New York City is the Custer of America.
Well, that was a Terrebonne of America.
No, Custer is actually the New York.
I know, but so is Terrebonne, isn't it?
Well, Terrebonne was based on, like, Edo, Japan, and, like, 30 Chicago, if I recall.
Yeah,
but through pure Neo just, like, having a lot more familiarity, a lot of, like, 70s New York, New Jersey has kind of slipped in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of New Orleans, too, I feel like.
Alright, so...
I like the idea of New Orleans.
When you arrive at the office, Phelan's there to meet you. And he sees you come out and says, was there some commotion going on? A few streets down, what's up? What's going on?
We were jumped by O'Malley.
Some sort of terrorist group. He blew up those other businessmen, and now he's trying to take us out, too. He's making some kind of move.
Exactly. We gotta get this through lickety-split. Implement it as fast as we can.
Oh, alright, yeah, let's get in quick before... And then there's a flip you hear.
O'Malley.
O'Malley.
And,
Did O'Malley just kill a public official with a crossbow?
Yeah, a crossbow bolt goes right in through Phelan's eye.
Oh, shit.
And he falls over dead. As out from underneath the car crawls O'Malley.
You're making me mad, knife ears.
And he's just like, try and get your stupid grant now.
Well, I still can. He was.
I can't heal that.
You're crazy. We're in front of a government office.
So?
Guards! There's a crazy man out here with a crossbow. Yeah, Lydian's response is just start yelling for fucking...
Yeah. So guards start rushing towards you as O'Malley scurries towards like a fucking manhole and just jumps down.
Oh, actually, before O'Malley just goes down, listen to me, knife ears. You pissing me off in a way that only one other person's pissed me off.
Cherry
running the lady.
Wow. That's bigger. Cherry, like, running after into the manhole, like, wait, you haven't said, were you born into wealth, or did you develop, or did you get that later?
Now is not the time for that, Cherry. Nico, get down in that, get after him.
Going down after wait, I know. Nico lights the paramedic explosion.
It sets off the noxious fumes in the sewer, destroying most of Custer's infrastructure.
I can use this.
That's too much. Just go down after him. Fly after him. You're faster. He's a rat. Just catch him.
No, I'm not going down in the sewers. It's icky there.
O'Malley, wait, I still have more questions, Sherry says as she runs towards where he was, not knowing there's an open manhole there.
Oh no.
It's icky. You're covered in grease most of the day.
Oh. Yeah, but that's my choice.
You can make the choice.
Lydian's like, fine, I'll do it myself. Tries to hop down the manhole and instantly plugs it, getting stuck.
Yeah, the guards rush over and one's just like, what? Who did this? What happened?
O'Malley did this.
O'Malley?
O'Malley.
Who?
The loan shark. The rat. Oratus.
Well, where did he go?
He went down that manhole.
Ah, shit. Alright, let's go after him. Come on, boys.
But sir, it's
Don't
icky
kill
down
him,
there.
I have to interview him.
But sir, it's icky down there.
And yes, yeah, they start descending the manhole to chase after him, and you're left with a dead government official who is going to be your end.
Also, he did rob us and killed a bunch of other business leaders and tried to kill us just now.
That too.
Wow, you weren't kidding that we were gonna get attacked by him.
What do you do now?
In memory of this brave civil servant who gave so much to his people, it is upon what is it, City Council?
Yeah.
Yeah, City Council. It is upon City Council to enact the memory of this man and do what he would have wanted. See his vision realized.
I say that we dedicate one of the lands to Phelan. We will call it the Phelan Line.
Here.
I feel disgusting. More so than like bombing a public building. Doing that is disgusting.
Is that what you're going to go say when you just head into the building and go up to the meet?
I feel like 5 minutes from now is a little bit improper.
Yeah, not quite that fast. But I think, like, if we're getting interviewed by reporters, that I think Cherry's a good person to talk to people. This brave man, so dedicated to civil service and trying to improve his city, and was struck down by greedy loan sharks trying to further their own financial interest at the cost of the citizens of this incredible city that I'm so lucky to have come to.
Right.
Playing up that angle.
Yeah. There are reporters, definitely. Is that do you go out of your way to talk to them and say that?
Yeah.
Put the pin on O'Malley.
I mean, Cherry, like, she was there. She's probably has a little bit of blood splatter on her face, to really like sell it for. I was about to say for the cameras, but
Yeah.
This poor blind woman.
People are
I'm only glad that I can't see, so I didn't have to see this carnage. She's milking it, like she's like. I'm just, a humble traveler. I'm blind. I'm very grateful to have been able to get around. I only wish I could see this fine city.
Is she going like, and I'm traveling with my little boy here holding Nico?
Ooh, I have a move for this. When you make a big deal about your blindness in order to get someone to, in this case, pity you, take +1 forward to act against them.
Okay, well, the reporter's writing this down, so I guess sure.
For just charisma, for
go ahead.
Getting this narrative out there.
Yeah.
Oh
wow. Holy shit.
Ooh.
No, this reporter fucking hates you, actually.
He hates the blind. He's like, you didn't even see this. Blind people don't count as witnesses.
In fact, he starts questioning, why would you pin the blame of the explosion from earlier on this O'Malley character? In fact, what makes you think he was there?
I can see the headlines now. Blind woman makes murder all about her.
That's crazy. I can't believe the double ones. That's the only thing that would have failed that.
So what is making why do you pin the explosion early on O'Malley?
It happened at his office, didn't it?
Well, surely that's a
reason to imply.
Surely that's a reason for it to not have been his fault. Maybe it was an enemy of his.
Lydian
and you said he was after you.
Lydian walks over to Cherry, puts a hand on her shoulder, and kind of pulls her away and going, "Look, we got a meeting to go to. We'll talk to the muckrakers later."
Muckraker, am I?
That's good. That's good.
There is a dead man before you, and instead of acting with propriety, you are screaming at a blind woman. I hope you're all mighty proud of yourselves. Yeah, Lydian is walking Cherry into the building, fuming at the press. Don't put in the papers that I was mad.
I can't believe blind, traumatized woman, and they're like, this fucking slut bitch.
This
fucking attention. I love just the reporter being like, this fucking attention whore.
And he says it with that too.
Yeah, this fucking whore.
Wait, it's called? Good thing called?
It is New York, where they're I'm picturing most of these people with like Irish or Italian accents.
Yeah, you enter the meeting room, and one of them goes, "Is it true? Has Phelan been killed?"
I'm afraid it is true.
Well, what are we supposed to do here then?
You're asking me. I just turned up here. But clearly you've got good instincts, because what we do is we go ahead. They're trying to stop this because they're scared, because they know that this will change the city for the better, and they're trying to put a stop to it.
Hold on, who's they? Does
They?
this have anything to do with the explosion at that office?
Someone's trying to put a stop to progress. They know that those old industry types wouldn't have been able to stop me. So, get them replaced, get me out of the picture. He gave his life to make sure this could go ahead, so we better make sure it goes ahead.
Roll charisma.
This is disgusting.
I should have assisted you.
Is it too late to assist?
I feel like that's unfair.
Yeah,
Okay,
too late.
okay.
After saying this.
Well, they sit back and murmur with each other, and for one of them just says, "How are we? But who's behind all of this?"
Well,
surely O'Malley. I mean, what were those business
O'Malley?
leaders doing at
The
his
loan
office?
shark?
O'Malley the loan
The
shark.
very same.
You know
I mean, we have to question why he had them visiting him at his office where they perished anyway in the first place.
And listen. We've been kindly put up by a man named Palmer, who he has been in the industry for a while now. You know Palmer?
Palmer, who works for Tidal.
And he is looking to join my fold. O'Malley has been having his men tailing him for a while. O'Malley, and you know his history, you know that he was out of the Terrebonne mob some time back, but left whatever reason. You might just think the loan shark. I think that's just what you know him as, but you don't know the size of his ambition.
What are you trying to say about him? That he's some sort of terrorist?
I'm saying he's willing to resort to terroristic measures to get what he wants. He has been... He has been trailing Palmer for a long, long time. He has been trying to make inroads into public infrastructure and into the network for some time. I turn up, I'm looking to change everything. He realizes that all the work, all the groundwork he's been trying to lay, that goes up in smoke if we change up everything. So, yeah, he's scared. He's acting out. He's trying to make sure his time and money has not been wasted.
Yeah, they murmur with each other again. And, again, one of them starts to say, "But with everything up in the air right now, like, I don't know if we can go ahead and just grant a contract like this."
Why not?
It's what Phelan would have wanted.
Are you gonna let a
Cherry
rat
says with a
stand?
sniffle.
Actually, Nico just stands up. Are you gonna let a rat stand in the way of progress?
So
Well-
many uncertainties.
Are you afraid?
Uncertainty and delay is what the terrorists want.
Are you afraid of a rat? A rat that got defeated by this? Pointing at Lydian.
This is what makes these bombings and murders so effective. Even if he doesn't successfully take out the competition, creating this fear and uncertainty and this hesitation gives people like him room to move and take advantage.
All you're showing is that you will cave to his antics.
Antics is a fun way to put it.
A Custer flag, like, rolling in the wind despite it being indoors behind Lydian and Cherry.
And Nico, he got the angry ball
True.
rolling.
So, yeah, they murmur and they're like, we'll put it to a vote then. All in favor of granting the contract and going ahead and granting the contract? Hands up. And let me just roll something actually.
Last ditch measure. Cherry will sleep with you if you vote yes. Real school political corruption.
Before you vote, I must just say, all this hubbub, all of this craziness, it's got to show you that things have to change. I've only been in the city a short time, but I've heard the complaints. I've heard the worry. This confusion, this confliction, these multiple companies, these people just preying on your citizens, this is something that needs to be in the hands of one centralized agency. And I have got the knowledge and the experience with this kind of infrastructure before, with transporting goods, with transporting people. I know how to do this. It's split amongst so many people right now that you've been trying to improve this city for years, but you can't get anything done because you have to go through 5 to 10 different people, and they have to agree, and it's not in their interest to agree. This is something that needs to be centralized under one man. This is something that will allow change. It will mean that something like today will never happen again because it can't, because there would be no incentive, no reason, no room for someone like an O'Malley to exploit it. You know it's right to hand this to me. You know I can handle it. You know it's what he would have wanted.
Roll a charisma check. All right, and with that,
we should have. I have pipe leafed. We should have had a smoke.
Just calm
the
down.
vote come out in your favor.
Perfect. I knew these suckers would fall for it.
We're instantly cheering, popping champagne bottles.
The explosions give several people in the vicinity PTSD attacks.
Imagine... Oh, actually, no, I won't say it, because I think there's a non-zero chance that is gonna happen. Never mind.
I'm gonna say there's 14 people here. And it's a 9-5 split.
Ooh. Gotta find out who the 5 people were, have them blown up.
Yeah. Exactly. Nico, we need you to make 5 more of those.
And give them reason to want to steal one.
We give each of them a bottle of champagne, even if they voted against us. However, the ones who voted against us, their bottles have a strange cloth attached to them.
Oh, Mr. Letty and Minther, your words do not fall on deaf ears. It seems we are going to grant you your contract, you and your company.
The Custer Transit Authority begins today. This is a
Phelan
proud
Memorial Custer Transit Authority.
This is a proud new day, gentlemen. This is a bright new chapter for Custer. I can assure
Now we just need to build a railroad out of town and speed on out of here with the money.
Okay. So, yeah, they shake hands and tell you to be safe.
Yes, good advice.
We'll have to celebrate. We should pick up some bubbly on our way home.
That we will. I mean, add
Yeah,
that to my...
we should celebrate steps over Phelan's corpse.
I'm adding the Custer Transit Authority to the list of businesses. We'll deal with the things later on. The extra and the tragedy.
Yeah.
I feel like the tragedy is going to be a terrorist attack, but they bomb one of my railroads.
You set the precedent there, I'm sorry to say.
O'Malley said that. Oh wait, yeah, no, I did the first terrorist action.
Meanwhile, down in the sewers, O'Malley muttering to himself, "Disgusting knife here. I'll get you."
Oh, while down there, going through the tunnels, O'Malley's like muttering about how like these trams on these rails up there are stupid, going to get in the way, be an eyesore. But hey, underground like this, we have these tunnels down here.
Mm.
I'm going to invent the subway.
This feels like after completing a heist in GTA.
We did it. We got away with it, and all it cost us was Phelan's life.
Fucked up. Fucked up.
Put that in my notes.
Oh, right, sure. I haven't been updating this.
So I think but we do head out with a degree of trepidation and terror.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watching over our shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait. No, forget that. Before we leave, just Lydian goes, "Hey, you don't think it might be a bit much to request a security escort back to our place of residence, don't you?"
That seems like a good idea.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, sorry, real quick. Do you remember if it was Stokes or Preston who was confirmed dead?
Stokes.
Thank you.
He stoked the explosion.
Yeah. So, a few guards join you on your way back to Palmer's, and one of them says, we're gonna get word to that neighborhood's guard office to increase security there, considering that Palmer's house might be a target.
Hmm.
And yeah, you're escorted back to Palmer's house, and when you let in, Palmer and Katie are there, and Katie immediately goes, "All right,
Okay.
what has been happening? What has been going on with all the danger that's been apparently floating around? I thought you were just making some new business."
There's always danger in new business, I'm afraid. Not everything is guaranteed to work out, but... And Lydian kind of turns past Katie into Palmer. Palmer, I'm pleased to announce that you are now an employee of the Custer Transit Authority.
Ooh.
Good to know. So when do we get to work?
We get to work immediately. The contracts have been signed. We just have to figure out what we own, what we can do, and how to make money.
All right.
We'll be well taken care of.
I'm going to suppose that after this, the other businesses are going to be dissolved as their roots and their stock goes to us, but we'll see how they respond.
Well,
is Katie still seeming apprehensive?
Yeah, she's like, "What's this I'm hearing about this loan shark turned terrorist?"
It's... He's been...
awful stuff.
It's terrible, but he made a rash move. Now the city guard is onto him like nothing else. He attacked a public official, and they are not going to let that go. Attacked a public official is a slight way of putting it, I'll admit.
Yeah.
I can't listen to more of this awful stuff. Here, Katie, I was going to fix up some dinner for a nice celebration in the name of business.
Celebration?
Do you want to... Well, it's going to be a lot of money for you and your family. And be glad it's not any of us, I suppose. That's all I can do.
Huh. Oh, very well, very well.
Let's leave them to their business. I've heard enough of this today. I need something to distract me. Let's just go to our place in the kitchen and let the men discuss business.
I will say Hemlock does not pass the Bechdel test.
That's not true.
It isn't true, but you know.
Just this session. Is this party the first one to not pass the Bechdel test?
I don't know. But yeah, the women are in the kitchen and the men are sat by the fire drinking whiskey and talking about railroads.
Literally.
There's someone out there who's just stroking their pud to this image right now.
So Cherry's like trying to, subtly, she's not coming on too strong with it, but like, all and like just the, do you think, I mean, you should be getting a lot more money. Do you think you might, just with little things in the kitchen, if anything seems annoying her, well, hey, you'll be able to fix that now, you might be able to get a whole new kitchen, that sort of thing. Like, softly pushing it, but, trying to distract her with the new money that should be coming in.
Yeah.
Trying to take her mind off the terrorist attack and imminent danger with, you'll be making more money, which is a good angle.
Yeah.
All right.
That's for the danger, that's for the other people. You don't have to worry about that. You just have to collect paychecks and, spend money.
So while that happens, Lydian, you just go over details with Palmer then.
Yeah, we've cracked open a bottle of a pyrotechnic flask, and we're nipping into that, and we're talking about like, okay, what do we need to do? How do we get set up? Hey, we got to implement our power system into the railway.
Right.
Like, ooh, you know what? Cool. I want to use charming and open with Katie. Talking frankly with her, like, hey, you'll have money now. You really don't need to work. Trying, like, calm her down, stuff like that. Things. I would like to ask, what do you most desire?
She says, I really just want a good life with my husband and my children.
Well, he's moving up in the world now. Things are settling down. You'll finally be able to, this is what it's all for. So you can provide not just for yourself, but, for the kids. No one's going to disrespect him at work now. He's a much more important man.
I suppose. I just don't want him or us to be in danger because of it.
I'm sure you won't be. I really mean that.
Okay.
You get to ask Cherry something from the list that she has to answer honestly. If you so choose.
Let me see this.
I can post the questions.
Oh, I've got him.
Okay.
And how do you feel about all this? She asks. Really?
Cherry considers for a moment. I suppose I'm glad. This sort of thing really could have escalated into something messy and pointless and discussion. I'm proud of Lydian. He acted decisively and effectively and got this wrapped up. This could have been a much more dangerous or messy situation, and he really took charge of it and made things work out. This will be a good story to tell.
All right. Okay. Yeah. She just goes back to preparing the food and Lydian, you work out everything with Palmer.
Now,
He goes over some of the technical details.
I kind of tell him, look, if there's anyone you think, best men in your industry or others, get them on board, get them in, say, hey, this is where the future is, and you've earned a spot in this company. Grab men who they're there for the gig and they're good at it.
Right. And yeah, is that the day then?
That's the day.
Alright. So, how well do you guys sleep when it comes time to do that?
I think Lydian sleeps quite peacefully. Busy day,
Alright.
heavy day. He's out like a light when the time comes.
Alrighty.
Cherry is almost a bit restless. She's very excited. She's like stays up a lot of the night, sort of like testing little tunes, trying to compose something, like she's already working on formatting this into how this story will be told and remembered.
Alright. Well, when you wake up the next morning, the newspaper catches your eye.
My God, that's a very depressing family circus.
Not now, Nico. This isn't about the funny pages.
Not that
The
funny.
front page has a drawing of O'Malley with the headline "Public Enemy Number 1."
Oh, hell yeah.
And then underneath it just says
Cherry,
what you may not know about the what you may not know about the latest what you may not know about these latest attacks.
My God.
And the article goes on to describe, well, the mysterious man, the mysterious entourage that arrived in Custer a scant, what's it been, like a week?
I think.
Let me see when we arrived in Custer.
It's going to turn out it's been like 3 days or something. Something mad.
We arrived on the 9th, so it has been... Yesterday was a week.
Alright. The mysterious entourage...
Right. No, today is a week.
Alright, so the mysterious entourage that arrived in Custer a week ago today, including the man with the fat pockets, the
annoying blind
little one,
attention whore,
and the odd and elusive woman at their side. She shared a few words, and
muttering about
her knowledge comes out of her knowledge of the situation drew questions that were dodged.
Oh.
She was quick to place the blame of the earlier explosion on O'Malley the Lone Shark, and then failed to answer many simple questions about why that would be the case, and seemed very insistent on a few details.
Oh, mysterious, maybe. Mysterious and charming. I don't know. Odd.
Is it too soon to sue someone for defamation?
And basically, the article doesn't allege, but implies that maybe your trio wasn't so blameless in the violence that had happened over the past day.
Those dirty, rotten muckrakers. Well, we go on. Let them think what they want to think. Let them act like they know something. We're not going to give them any fuel on this fire. We got the deal. We got the business. Doesn't matter what they say.
That's right. You are set for Custer. You have the transit. And, That's when Palmer just goes, yeah, maybe we should just, I guess I preferred this paper anyway. And he puts it down. And that paper also catches your eye.
Yeah, I look at that. What's on his paper?
There are two headlines there. This is a paper that's more about foreign affairs. And now that you're done with Custer, maybe you're thinking about where to go next, right?
Sure.
And there are two headlines on the front page that catch your eye. One reads, "The Great Terrebonne Freeze-Out."
Whoa.
And the other says, "The Stars Revolt in Yuma." Which one would you like to read first? Bear in mind, this is selecting your quest. Once you choose to read it, you can't back out.
Alright, well,
Can't read the other one. Once you've read one, that's it. The cutscene plays.
The other fucking headline evaporates.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say we gotta take a vote on this, but I do think that you can't put Terrebonne in front of our eyes and not know that, like, Terrebonne takes priority for some fucking reason.
Terrebonne is the main character of the cities.
No, you can read both. It's fine. Then decide what angle you're gonna play.
Swede, which one do we start with? Terrebonne or Yuma?
Fuck.
Wait, one second. What was the name of what was the headline for the Yuma one?
The Stars Revolt in Yuma.
Oh. I think we should savor the Terrebonne one. Let's see what Yuma has to say.
Let's do Yuma first.
Yuma first.
Alright. The Stars Revolt in Yuma. There's been an ongoing problem in Yuma as back-to-back meteor showers have happened over the city and crashed down falling stars into it, blowing a hole in the Great Walls. Bandits are making their way in. People are panicking. They don't have the funds to repair it all, there is wonder if there is something else afoot going on with the cosmological angle. Some prophesize it to be the end of times. Others say it's an anomaly. Still others say that there's someone behind this or something. But whatever it is, opportunists abound.
They're already on the lookout for opportunists. Could throw our hat in that ring. But let's see what's going on in Terrebonne.
Yeah, so then the Great Terrebonne Freeze-Out. As tensions reach a fever pitch in Terrebonne over the presence of once rare firearms. A bunch of business owners are threatening to close up shop and leave the city in droves as the latest incident has occurred, an unprecedented cold snap in the city has literally frozen them out of their place of business. And the last straw, they're citing all that and the guns and everything as reasons to just leave, crippling the city's economy.
What do we want to do? Where do we want to go?
Keep in mind,
struggling economy.
They are on opposite sides of the country.
I feel like all roads kind of lead to Terrebonne. But also don't feel like we've given Yuma much exploration.
It's like, as personally, I really want to see more of Yuma. However, Terrebonne. just based on that, I'm leaning Yuma. But in character, Terrebonne, I think, makes a bit more sense for Lydian. Like struggling economy. This is a much more obvious business opportunity and firearms and stuff. Whereas Yuma is much more vague, nebulous in terms of opportunity. I feel like Terrebonne presents much more concrete,
Yeah, but also business. I don't think business people do too well in Terrebonne because of their loosey-goosey way of existing. Swede,
well,
what
that
do you
could be a fun thing for Lydian.
What about in character? Like, where do Lydian, Cherry, and Nico fall on this?
I think Lydian does think that Terrebonne makes more sense from like businesses are struggling. Hey, that's an in. The Yuma one is a bit vague to him.
Yeah.
Cherry is a bit torn. She personally is more interested in Yuma. But she acknowledges for developing Lydian and Nico, she sees more options for pushing them in interesting directions. She's obviously not saying this part out loud, but like, hey, weapons, firearms, and whatnot, this could be a fun thing for, like Nico already making bombs and whatnot, that's been a thing. Plus, maybe his inventions could help with this freezing problem. We could have heated pipes. Or something like that. But then also just for Lydian, like, hey, businesses are struggling and threatening to leave. Could be a great time for a wealthy magnate to come in and, stir some shit. Whereas, like, she's really interested in whatever the fuck is going on with Yuma. Like these mysterious meteor showers. But, like, how does she connect that to, molding Lydian and Nico?
I mean, science, cosmological anomaly.
Yeah.
Something for
Nico
to solve.
Nico is 100 definitely into that, but the freezing is interesting too. But yeah,
God, I don't know. I out of character, I'm leaning Yuma just because we've always gone to Terrebonne. It's hard.
But then again, Terrebonne is funny. And it would be
We did go to Yuma last party. Not that we didn't spend more time in Terrebonne.
That's it.
I have characters in both cities, so...
That said, yes, thematically, Terrebonne would be fitting now that we dealt with O'Malley for a bit. But
that is true, and I do kind of want to know their response to what happened. I want a cutaway gag now to Vigor and Ariana reading the newspaper and seeing the news of Public Enemy #1 in Custer across their desks.
You just hear both of them just screaming Yahoo! Like fucking what's his name? The fucking elf.
Yahoo!
Felina's
Like
dad.
the elf.
Davros.
Yeah, you just hear them. They're sheer out of joy. And Davros stumbling out of his office, like in his underwear because he sleeps there.
As we have this with Public Enemy #1, like immediately special edition newspaper delivered. Mayor of Terrebonne pledges full support to Custer and eliminating Rat. I actually don't know if that would violate Ariana's treaty or whatnot. Like if Lilia were to do something.
Oh god!
O'Malley would use that as you sent your people to my town.
I am genuinely split. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where to go.
It's like Terrebonne makes more sense, but like, so I guess here's the thing with Yuma. It's I'm just personally really interested in Yuma. We haven't met the bandits outside Yuma in any of the parties. I've been dying to do that for ages. I think the meteorites is a really cool situation. I'm personally, as is Cherry in character, really invested in it. But it's like, I have a lot more reasons for Terrebonne, whereas Yuma, like, one of the main reasons with Yuma is just like, well, we always go to Terrebonne, and it's like, the only downside to Terrebonne is like, we always go there,
That is kind of the only problem is we always go Terrebonne. But it's like, why break tradition? But I don't know. Hey, Connie. How'd it go?
Hey, Con.
Connie, where should we go?
Like, Terrebonne also has a lot more ties to what we've been currently doing. Again, with, all the stuff with, Regents, too, the whole rivalry there, we have ties to Bright Circle now. That makes an interesting scenario in Terrebonne. Again, the O'Malley stuff, like, I think Terrebonne does make more sense, but, like, I want Yuma.
Let's go Yuma, then. Sweet, what do you want?
Yeah, no, I think we should go Yuma, like...
Yeah,
like
alright, let's forget rationality, let's just create a reason to go Yuma as well.
I mean, I can think of, like, Lydian, I realize you want to go to Terrebonne, but consider it's Terrebonne.
And I don't know about it, so reconnaissance might prove handy.
Because we don't know in character that part of the stuff with Regents is that, like, Bright Circle has unpleasantness with the Terrebonne mob. I don't think we know that in character.
No, we know that they want to do something down there, but we don't know that much. They didn't reveal that much at all.
Because I think that's the best in character reason for, we probably shouldn't go to Terrebonne right now after just making this deal with the Bright Circle, but that doesn't work in character. It's like an in-character justification that we can only do with metagame knowledge.
Well,
but
look,
the metagame is that's what makes Terrebonne interesting, that there's that.
Well,
conflict.
Look, here's the in-character thing. Cherry thinks, oh, this star shit is really interesting, that's something I should be in the middle of. And Nico thinks the stars are doing something crazy, I as a scientist want to know that. Meanwhile, Lydian's like, oh, there are already opportunists there. That means there must be opportunities. Meanwhile, I don't like the cold. Cold sucks. Let's go somewhere warm.
Real.
Yeah.
Yuma is a much nicer city than Terrebonne.
They're opportunists.
Somewhat of a resort town.
I want to stay in proximity of Marion as well, just to see what Dwight comes up with. News travels a lot quicker that way. Alright, we're going Yuma.
We're going Yuma.
Well, good luck with whatever you're gonna do there. I'll make sure things go well with the transit authority. Palmer says.
Just keep me in the loop. Send me any messages. I can resolve anything that comes up.
Will do. Thanks. I really needed this opportunity. Guess Dwight coming to visit wasn't so bad after all.
He brings opportunity. It's just that the opportunity was me.
Okay. So you want to end session there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good ending point.
Alright. Cool. Before we do, I will actually go ahead and
World map.
Boom.
Back. Oh, I haven't seen this in so long.
Yeah.
Hey.
Crayon map.
I missed it. So yeah, Custer to Tenzas, Tarrant. We can get to Yuma.
We'll have to go down to Terrebonne at some point.
Yeah, it's kind of inevitable. We've just kind of kicked the can down the road.
Yeah.
I guess that's the other thing helping Yuma. If we don't go to Yuma now, odds are we won't go there this campaign. Come on, we're gonna go to Terrebonne at some point.
Terrebonne is like...
I think it's the only place literally every party has gone. Maybe Seneca?
Yeah. Terrebonne is like that fucking the city in like the in Terry Pratchett's Discworld series.
Oh yeah, more pork.
Yeah.
I think every party has been through Scrap Heap too, but that just kind of comes with Terrebonne a lot of the time.
Basically, the whole deal here is you're gonna go to Yuma, and yeah, you can go to Terrebonne later, but I think what's gonna happen there, unless Yuma goes in a very interesting fashion, is that the situation in Terrebonne is just going to get worse without without player intervention.
Like they're dealing with a cold front. That seems a bit more ongoing than
a cold front and a gun runner. So,
I'm just pointing out that we have to shift blame away from the mob not handling it. What the fuck is Silvana doing, huh? Maybe if she was focusing on the fucking gun runners instead of, like, harassing the egalitarian, mob who's trying to help people.
Alright, so next time we'll see Yuma. But, in the meanwhile... I'll probably fuck you.
Like Ariana and like Lilia, they have like framed newspapers. O'Malley, Public Enemy #1.
Yeah, anyone.
They're popping some bottles
it's
of their
Public Enemy #1.
There you go. You can film that.
But anyway, any bonds update? Bonds?
I do have some bonds.
Nice.
I don't actually think I do.
I actually wrote mine during the session. I remembered to do that for once. Shall I do... I have 2 with Nico, 1 with Lydian. What shall I do first?
Oh no. I forgot about...
What were you saying, Sweet?
Yeah, Sweet?
I forgot something about the last time. but how I wrote... I'm just gonna type it down, but this is Nico's current bond with the Sherry, and I forgot that we talked about... She mentioned economics. Just... Economics.
I hate is 36 years old. Hey, that's changing soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are your bonds updated with Lydian then?
So Lydian, my previous one was Lydian has come back swinging and is making a big splash in Custer, changing the landscape of the town. Maybe I need to be better about encouraging his particular strengths. Updated one for that is... Oh god, wait. Lydian took my prodding to work with a mob in stride. Next thing I know, he's scheming to bomb an office to take out rival businessmen. Maybe I underestimated him. He could be a real gangster.
Nice.
OG.
Okay, I have one with Lydian.
Alright, well, what's the sense of Terry, though? Terry,
yeah, sure.
What are your bonds with Nico?
Okay, sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to actually update that. Alright, so with Nico, I have 2.
Okay.
Previous one, Nico is resistant to sharing until it's through the lens of science. I need to work on meeting them where they're at and communicating lessons through the language they're most comfortable with. The updated version of that is a lot darker. Nico was hesitant to build a bomb until it was framed through the lens of scientific progress. What else could we convince Nico to do in the name of scientific progress? Let me... Goddamn you.
I don't feel like updating my ones. I didn't really pursue any of them, but there are ways in which they could have advanced.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my Sherry one updated, but I
have one more with Nico, though.
Alright.
Nico seems disappointed that someone else invented something before them. I want to find a way to show them this doesn't reduce their own genius. That's a bond that's going to be important later, I think.
Alright.
Okay, Mickey Mouse.
And Lydian, you didn't update anything?
No, I feel like I could, but I need to think on it more. I feel like all my advancements would just be kind of just reiterating the point of what they are.
Right.
So I need to put more of a focus on them next time.
And Nico, what's your bond with Lydian?
Okay, so here's my current one. So, did let me install the Ember Stones my way. I'm getting research funds for casinos. I guess I can try and make some useful stuff you can sell. Like, that, I'm changing that too. Lydian has started to ask me to do some really weird and kind of illegal things. I didn't get easily swept into his games, but maybe I should reconsider.
No, no, do not have an arc. Really. Stop having your arc right now. It gets in the way of profit.
Very good. Alright, so, Lydian, did you open up a new avenue for coin to flow through?
I sure did. It finally happened.
Alright, take an XP for that.
We got the dang CTA.
Yeah. Nico, did you prove the value of your inventions to others?
Did I? Did it? No. I mean, not really. No, everyone
I
just pointed
would
out.
say so.
You built a bomb.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I did. Oh no, I'm not saying. Yeah, of course I did.
You took
There you go.
lives.
Yeah. Take an XP for that. And Cherry, did you get someone to relax, calm down, and open up to you?
Yes, I did.
You sure did.
Katie.
Yeah, take an XP for that. And now, did we learn something new and important about the world?
O'Malley has a breaking point.
We
O'Malley can
learned
fucking
that
survive.
O'Malley's like connection, him coming to town with unimaginable wealth and connection to the Terrebonne mob, which that's not super important now, but we had the chance to go to Terrebonne and we'll still probably go there at some point, and that is important to that. So I would argue that is important about the world.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we learned about the Brights like push for Regent Springs and what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take an XP
Yeah.
for
Oh,
that.
true.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Did we
O'Malley.
overcome O'Malley or did we just escape him? Well, we overcame. Yeah,
I think that's overcoming. He had his fucking business venture going on that we bombed, which took a lot of work, and then successfully got the contract he didn't want us to get.
Yeah,
we win.
we overcame him for now.
It doesn't say did you kill a nodal, it's just did you overcome them, and I would say, as of right now, we won that exchange.
Alright, yeah, take an XP for that then. And did we loot a memorable treasure?
The contract?
Contracts.
Contract.
Oh, I see.
Does that count as a treasure?
You know what? Sure. Take an XP for that and take an XP for playing. Well gamed.
Nice.
I'm 5 XP away from level 11.
Oh my god, I'm at level 8.
Very cool.
Fuck.
Yeah, I've been making those bonds.
True.
That's where a lot of my XP has to come from, because I'm less likely to fail rolls on Cherry, though I did fail in this session.